Hello, welcome to my channel, TEAfunEnglish with Deborah. Everybody, let's learn and improve your English. Kali ini kita akan berkenalan lebih dekat dengan listening part B dalam TOEFL preparations. Tentunya, agar bisa menjawab pertanyaan-pertanyaan dengan baik dalam listening part B ini, kita harus tahu karakteristiknya. Let's get closer to listening part B. Apabila tayangan ini bermanfaat, hit the subscribe button. Jangan lupa subscribe to get more English learning materials. Dan nyalakan loncengnya ya. Berikut adalah poin-poin yang perlu kalian ketahui tentang listening part B. Listening part B dimulai dari nomor 31 sampai dengan 38. Bagian ini terdiri dari longer conversation. Apabila kita bandingkan dengan part A, seperti yang kita tahu bahwa dalam part A, satu percakapan hanya untuk satu nomor saja. Dalam part B, terdapat dua percakapan dan masing-masing percakapan digunakan untuk 4 pertanyaan. Dan bentuk percakapannya lebih panjang. Dan perlu dicatat bahwa percakapan dan pertanyaan dalam listening part B hanya ada dalam rekaman audio saja, tidak tercetak di dalam buku tes. Apa saja ya strategi yang bisa kita gunakan untuk memahami dan menjawab pertanyaan listening part B? These are the strategies commonly mentioned in TOEFL practice book. Number 1. If you have time, preview the answers to the listening part B questions. Setelah bagian direction selesai dibacakan, dan sebelum audio percakapan untuk listening part B mulai, secara cepat lihat pilihan jawaban yang ada, dan antisipasi soal yang mungkin akan muncul. Number 2. Listen carefully to the first line of the conversation. Hati-hati ya dengan baris pertama dalam percakapan. Baris pertama atau bagian awal kalimat biasanya menyebutkan topik atau subjek percakapan. Seringkali pertanyaan seputar topik akan muncul, jadi simak baik-baik bagian awal percakapan. Strategy number 3. As you listen to the conversation, follow along with the answers in your textbook and try to determine the correct answers. Pertanyaan yang spesifik biasanya berada dalam percakapan yang detailnya tersusun secara urut dalam percakapan tersebut. Dan seringkali bunyi jawabannya sama dengan yang ada di dalam percakapan. Number 4. You should guess even if you're not sure. Jangan pernah melewatkan nomor tidak terjawab. Pastikan kalian menjawab seluruh bagian soal meskipun tidak yakin apakah jawabannya salah atau betul. Dalam tes ini tidak ada pengurangan nilai untuk jawaban yang salah. Number 5. Use any remaining time to look ahead at the answers to the questions that follow. Apabila sudah menjawab, langsung gunakan waktu yang tersisa untuk melihat pilihan jawaban di nomor berikutnya untuk mengantisipasi pertanyaannya. Here are the topics that you need to be familiar with. Tiap tes proficiency, tes kecakapan bahasa Inggris memiliki karakteristiknya sendiri-sendiri sesuai dengan tujuan tesnya. Oleh karena itu, topik yang digunakan akan menyesuaikan fungsi tes tersebut. Dalam TOEFL, listening part B berikut adalah beberapa macam topik yang biasanya kita temukan. Some aspects of school, such as how to write a research paper, how to register for a course, how difficult a class is, etc. General living, such as renting an apartment, playing sports, going to the bank, and so on and so forth. Talking about topics currently in the news in the United States, such as desalination of the water supply, recycling of used products, damage from a storm, some of other types of natural phenomenon. Kalian bisa menonton Hollywood movies, serial TV, BBC News, TED Talks, American talk show, and many more to support and to improve your listening skills. What are the features of listening part B? Seperti apa bentuk soalnya, pertanyaannya, bagaimana cara menyimak percakapan agar dapat menemukan jawaban yang tepat? You need to know the features, karakteristik listening part B. Hal yang perlu kita ketahui diantaranya yaitu tentang the questions, the topic, and the order of the answers. Kita bahas satu persatu ya. Let's check this out. Karakteristik yang pertama, the questions. Dengan melihat pilihan jawaban yang tersedia, ingat ya, pertanyaan hanya tersedia dalam audio, tidak tertulis pada buku tes. Jadi, dengan melihat pilihan jawaban yang tersedia, antisipasi kemungkinan pertanyaannya. Apakah who is talking? Orang? Atau when? Waktu? When does the conversation probably take place? Atau where? Tempat? Where does the conversation probably take place? Or what? Apa? What is the topic? Let's check the following example. Kita lihat contoh berikut. Dalam pilihan jawaban yang tersedia, menunjukkan waktu. In your textbook, you read A. On Monday, B. Next week, C. Tomorrow, D. After class. Antisipasi pertanyaan seputar when, waktu. You try to anticipate the questions. When will something happen? Perhatikan indikator waktu yang disebutkan dalam percakapan. Now, it's time to practice. This is your turn to decide what kind of question for each number. Is it who, when, where, what, or how? Kalian bisa pause videonya untuk menjawab tiap nomor. Untuk pemanasan, kalian boleh baca pelan-pelan, atau bila ada kata yang sulit, silahkan cek your English dictionaries untuk mengecek makna dan pronunciation atau pengucapannya. Number 1 and number 2. Number 3 and number 4. Number 5 and number 6. Number 7 and 8. number 9, and number 10. Oke, bagaimana? Sudah bisa mengantisipasi pertanyaan dari pilihan jawaban yang tersedia? Let's check your answers. Silakan cocokkan jawaban kalian mulai dari nomor 1 sampai dengan nomor 10. Ini dia pertanyaannya. Number 1. What is the topic? What? Number 2. How much are they supposed to read? How much? Number 3. What part of the assignment is unclear? What? Number 4. What will they probably do next? What? Number 5. What happened to Greg? What? Number 6. Why do hornets attack? Why? Number 7. What did Greg probably come close to? What? Number 8. What is the woman advice? What? Number 9. What are the man and woman discussing? What? And number 10. What area does the university shuttle bus cover? What? Now, let's get into another feature of listening part B, the topic. Sambil menyimak, perhatikan bagian awal dari percakapan. As I mentioned earlier, pada umumnya, topik atau subject or main idea terdapat pada bagian awal percakapan. The first or two sentences. Jadi, mulai dari awal percakapan, kalian harus menyimak baik-baik. Listen attentively to the conversation from the very beginning. Coba perhatikan, simak baik-baik kata kunci dalam percakapan. Let's check the example. I'll read out to you and you may read along with me to practice your pronunciation. What did you think of that history exam? That was the hardest exam I've ever seen. And it wasn't just hard. It was long too. Pada baris pertama terdapat history exam. Pada baris kedua terdapat hardest exam. Pada baris ketiga terdapat long. So perhaps the topic of conversation is a very long and difficult history exam. It's your turn. Listen to the first part of each of the conversations and decide on the topic of each conversation. Simak baik-baik dan coba temukan topiknya.
Listening Part B. Exercise 8. Listen to the first part of each of the conversations and decide on the topic of each conversation. Number 1. The first part of Conversation 1 is,
Did you understand the assignment the professor gave us today? I'm not sure that I did.
He said to read Chapter 6, didn't he?
What is the topic of Conversation 1? Number 2. The first part of Conversation 2 is,
Did you hear what happened to Greg?
I heard he got stung by a bee.
Well, he did get stung, but it wasn't by a bee. It was a hornet that stung him while he was out walking in the park.
What is the topic of Conversation 2? Number 3. The first part of Conversation 3 is,
Can you tell me about the university shuttle bus system? This is such a large campus, and I have classes all over campus. I need to take the shuttle bus from one class to another, or I'll never make it on time.
What do you need to know?
What is the topic of Conversation 3?
Okay, let's get back here. Let's check the answers. Conversation 1. Kata kunci dari percakapan ini diantaranya adalah understand the assignment. I'm not sure. Perhaps the topic will be task uncertainty. If you think of different topic, please mention it in the comment below. What about conversation 2? These are the keywords. Kata kuncinya. Pada baris pertama terdapat what happened to Greg. Baris kedua, he got stung by a bee. Baris ketiga, it wasn't by a bee. It was a hornet. So perhaps the topic is Greg got stung by a hornet. Let's have a look at conversation 3. In the first sentence, we have the university shuttle bus system. The man talks about the university shuttle bus system. So the topic is the university bus system. Oke, nanti bisa diulang-ulang lagi untuk latihan ya. Now this is our last feature we have in this session, which is the order of the answers. Biasanya, jawaban untuk listening part B disajikan secara urut mulai dari awal percakapan. The answers in listening part B are generally found in order in the conversation. Jadi, sambil menyimak, ikuti pilihan jawaban yang ada di tiap nomor untuk mengantisipasi pertanyaan dan jawabannya. This is the example. On the recording you hear questions 1 and 2. Listen to 2 students on a university campus. Can you help me? I'm lost. Sure. Where are you trying to go? I have a class in Stanford Hall at 3. I thought I knew where I was going, but I guess I was wrong. You certainly are lost. Stanford Hall is on the other side of the university. I'm heading that direction. Come on with me and I'll show you the way. Thanks. You're a lifesaver. Look at the words in purple. Perhatikan kata kunci dalam percakapan ini. I'm lost. On the other side of the university. On the recording you hear 1. What problem does the man have? Number 2. Where is Stanfield Hall? In your textbook you read A. He's sick. B. He's lost. C. He's tired. D. He's broke. As what we have in the conversations, the answer is B. He's lost. Number 2. A. Directly in front of them. B. To the left. C. Quite nearby. D. On the other side of campus. The information we have is D. On the other side of campus. Okay, it's time to practice what we have learned so far about the questions, the topic, and the order of the answers. Simak baik-baik, kerjakan seolah kalian mengerjakan the real test. Simak sampai dengan akhir. Berikut percakapan dengan 3 conversations, 3 conversations, and 12 questions.
TOEFL exercise, skills 7 through 9. In this exercise, you will use all of the information that you learned in skills 7 through 9. Questions 1 through 4. Listen as a man asks for directions.
Can you tell me where the post office is? I need to mail a package.
Oh, that's easy. It's very close by.
Where is it exactly?
You go down the street for 1 block and then turn right. You'll see it right there.
Do you know what time the post office closes?
I'm pretty sure that it's open until 5.
Oh, that's great. It's only 4 o'clock now, so I should be able to get there and get this package mailed today. Thanks for your help.
No problem.
Number 1. What are the man and woman discussing? Number 2. How far away is the post office? Number 3. How much longer is the post office open today? Number 4. What will the man probably do next? Questions 5 through 8. Listen as a man and woman discuss some interesting information that the woman just learned.
Did you read this magazine article? The information in it is unbelievable.
What's the article about?
It's about paper, specifically about how much paper Americans use up each year.
Why are you so interested in paper?
It's not paper that I'm interested in. It's trees. Because Americans use so much paper, many trees have to be cut down.
According to the article, how much paper do Americans use?
About 50 million tons of paper a year. Can you believe it?
That's probably a lot of trees, isn't it?
You bet it is. 850 million trees a year.
I can't believe we really need to use so much paper.
Neither can I. I'm sure we could reduce the amount of paper we use if we wanted to.
Number 5. Where did the woman learn the information? Number 6. What is the topic of the conversation? Number 7. Approximately how much paper do Americans use in 1 year? Number 8. What does the woman want people to do? Questions 9 through 12. Listen as 2 students discuss a problem with one of their classes.
Can you believe how much reading we have for our American literature class?
When I signed up for a literature class, I knew that there would be lots of reading, but I never expected this much.
Yes, and I thought that since it was a class on American novels, we would just be reading some novels.
What a surprise. Not only do we have to read a bunch of novels, we also have to read the textbook, which gives information about the authors and their novels. And we also have to find journal articles in the library, which have commentary about the novels.
So we have 3 things to read: the novels themselves, the textbook, and journal articles.
That's right, and there's a lot to read from each of the 3.
Well, I'm heading for the library right now to get started on all that reading. What about you?
I'm on my way back to the dorm, but I'll be doing the same thing that you are, spending the rest of the afternoon with my books.
Number 9. What problem are the man and woman discussing? Number 10. Which class are the man and woman discussing? Number 11. What do the man and woman not have to read for the class? Number 12. What are the man and woman both going to do next?
Oke, simak pembahasan latihan listening part B ini di Tayangan Lain channel ini ya. I'll see you there. That's it for this session. Thanks guys. Don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate it. Stay safe and healthy. I'll see you soon.